What's up everyone, it's OJH and we're back at it again, this time with a level 24 red difficulty no deaths Cairne run in the Gnomeregan dungeon. I didn't enjoy this dungeon at all, but after this run I am actually starting to feel a little bit better about it. So here's the deck. First up we've got leader Cairne with the reincarnation talent, then we've got Batrider, protect your Batrider, and for 2 gold you're going to get some insane value. Stonehoof is the main tank with the double charge ability, which is so good for taking out backline minis like the Mountaineer. Pyromancer with the Pyroblast talent, that'll deal triple damage on the first attack. Again, you can get crazy value from this mini for just 3 gold. Save Pilot with the Invisibility Cloak talent. I've overlooked Save Pilot in this dungeon before, but I actually think that she's probably essential. There's plenty of swarm units that can be taken out, and you can contest the central gold chest on the second boss and can smash multiple light bulbs on the final boss. Chimera has become one of my favourite minis and will get you through the first 2 bosses almost alone. And finally, the Footman, great for split lane pushes or split lane defence, and also a great unit to split on the final boss to have minis smashing the light bulbs on both sides of the map. So let's get into this run and see what relics we get. So first up we've got that non-spell minis have half health but deal double damage. If you deploy a horde mini you get a grunt at your base, and for every 3rd gold you get an extra gold. So we're going to go with the grunts at the base because I think that is a really good talent on this one, especially for the second boss, where I find that the some of the defences can be pretty tight, so having that extra defensive capability is really useful. So what I'm trying to do on this boss is I send something up the left hand side straight away every time. As you can see, the chickens have spawned, so normally with a splash damage unit, and if you do send something up the left straight away, then you'll tend to get that belt as well. So you've got the immunity from being knocked off the platform, you've got damage immunity, just really good to get hold of that and to get that first chest. And then what we're going to do is work our way inside. We've got the second chest and the meeting stone, so we're going to contest this. Ken just got yeeted off the map there, so he's gone. But Chimera is still on the map. As you know, that flying minis can't get knocked off this map, they'll just keep coming back, so really good on this boss. And we dropped the kobold there to collect that chest. So keeping that central meeting stone is going to be really important for us, because it gives access to the belt on the right hand side that the enemy kobold has just got. Split footmen in the back, so we can have some additional pressure going on there. Dropping the Stonehoof to keep hold of that central meeting stone, and then we've got the Batrider for the splash damage to easily deal with these chickens and start working our way up the left side. So what we're going to do is I'm going to try and stack as many air units from the middle as possible. We've only really got Chimera that can do that for us, but Chimera on this boss will get you through pretty much by itself. Pyromancer coming in, destroying the Griffin Rider, and then yeah, we're in a good spot here. So again, we're just going to start stacking units using this central meeting stone. Get your splash minis to complement your ground single target minis, because there are plenty of splash minis there. And as you'll see, Chimera coming up from the right hand side now will just be knocked back, but won't be killed or won't be knocked off the map. Just because we've got the gold, we're going to drop a Tauren on the left to get that belt, and then a Chimera on the right to get the belt on the right. So that's going to have the knockback immunity, it's going to have a damage immunity, and Chimera is going to absolutely go to work here. So all in all, things looking pretty good. We've got loads of healthy minis on the map. Boss coming down towards half health. The grunts just spawning passively, which is obviously really useful. There's a grunt in the middle that's taking that chest for us. That'll be an extra 2 gold for free. And as you can see, that's that original Chimera that got the belt 10-20 seconds ago, or whatever it was, who's just doing absolutely insane work. 2 Chimeras on the go there, and that's an easy win on this first boss, which can be a bit of a struggle at times. So let's have a look at the next set of relics that we're going to get. So we've got the minis costing 4 or 5, deploy with a shield against the first hit. Leader heals 10% every 5 seconds, or minis gain a 50% movement speed until damaged. Now we've got 4 minis that cost 4 or 5 gold, and again on this boss particularly, where you want to have some longevity with your defensive minis, that having that first hit shield is really good, and especially for things like Chimera, you're just going to get absolutely massive value if the mini has an immunity. So on this boss, what I like to do is just wait for a moment to see where the units are going to spawn, because sometimes they all come from the left, sometimes the right, and sometimes come down the middle, or sometimes, unhelpfully, it can be a bit of a split. So I don't get too involved in contesting that first chest. We just have to accept that that is going to be too difficult for us to take, especially with both siege towers raining down rockets. I'm not too worried about the pink-haired enemy minis. They don't do too much damage. But we've done a reasonable job of defending that first push. We've got full gold, and you know, it's looking okay at the moment, but would be good. We'll start, now we've defended that, we'll start making some progress to either the left or the right tower. Batrider doing good work, everything distracted by the Tauren. Chimera on the right hand side taking out that Griffin Rider. And it all starts getting a little bit chaotic. But because we've got the grunt spawning down the middle, I think we just got that chest on the bridge, which is really good. Chimera on the right hand side has taken out quite a lot of that right tower, which again is really good for us. And we'll start making some progress towards taking that right tower first, I believe. So what I'm going to do is I could have dropped my footmen immediately, but I want them to come, I want those two units to come a little bit closer, because when I drop my footmen, I don't want them to immediately be smacked by rockets. So we've got a good counter push being set up here, and that gave me the opportunity to play the Tauren on the left side to put some pressure on. Batrider again is going to take out that Mountaineer, because it's the Mountaineer that does most of the damage, not the Bear. And we're looking okay. I don't mind that the Griffin Rider and the Bear have locked on there, because that gives me, the Chimera is going to do a good job of taking them out and gives me a good counter push. And as you can see, we've got the left and right siege turrets are really, really low health. So I would like to save my safe pilots for the contesting the chest on the bridge, but equally important is to get control of those siege towers, because that's where we're going to build most of our pushes from, because they're so much closer. Gives us access to the gold mine, and so now we've got access to both gold mines, and we can start contesting that central chest. We've got both siege towers, so we're in a really good spot here. So we've got over a minute to go. We've taken a little bit of damage. We've done a tiniest bit of damage, but nothing too special. We don't get that chest, but that is okay, because I'm concentrating a little bit on the minute on establishing that we've got the both of these towers. Because what can happen is you can take the towers, and then immediately the enemy can take them back, and then you're fighting to take them. You end up in a bit of a to and fro. So I just wanted to establish that we've got the towers here, and we can start to build a push. Do keep remembering to drop your kobolds to get your mine in. And yet again, as with the first boss, Chimera on the left-hand side doing absolute work. We set the footman in on the right, really, really tanky on this boss, and Chimera just chipping away for free on the left. So that was relatively straightforward, and that can be a tricky boss. I don't like that one at all, really. But let's have a look at our final set of relics. So we've got on death minis explode and have poison. Unbound minis grant +1 to everyone that's around there, and cycle minis will cause non-cycle minis to cause 1 less gold. So I was a little bit stuck here. Poison would be quite good, I think. I'm sure that some people disagree with my choice here. I went for the cycle mini. I've only got one cycle mini, which is the Batrider. Batrider doesn't do great on this because it can't smash the light bulbs, but it's only 2 gold, and if it reduces the cost of me to get something like a Tauren down or my footmen, if it reduces the cost by 1 gold, then I'll take it. So we're going to start out here by splitting the footmen. As I said in the intro, being able to split footmen on this really, really good. It gives you good coverage of the map to be taking those light bulbs on the left and the right. I think the key to this one is, yes, taking the taking both sides and getting as many light bulbs as you can, but you've got to keep on farming the gold. You've got to win the economy war on this one. So I'll drop the Tauren there to turn the mage round for the distraction, and there's the double charge ability. So he charged the mage and then charged and smashed the light bulb. So it's just free, for some free damage, some good tanking, and gets you those light bulbs. And then we had a grunt on the right hand side that spawned from our base, one of the earlier talents who took another light bulb. So that's good. But as I was saying before, the most important thing on this is to keep the economy going. So keep sending your kobolds out, because that is the way that you're going to win this, by having minis on the map. So we've got footman split again. Got a grunt coming down the left hand side, we just played a Tauren, so we get another grunt that's coming down the right hand side, so we've got plenty of coverage. We're pretty even on damage so far, and this can swing quite quickly, so it can look like it's going well, then all of a sudden go pretty badly, and equally it can be going pretty badly, and then all of a sudden it can go quite well. So I wanted to save pilot that light bulb on the right, but I don't have the quick deploy on the save pilot. I've got the cloak on this one, so it didn't get there in time. It just got wasted. But essentially, we're not going to rush this. We're just going to keep ticking over. You can't get all the light bulbs. Don't be taking, don't be throwing all your gold trying to claim every light bulb or contest every single light bulb. Because the other thing is that whilst you can't physically put damage onto the enemy boss, enemy minis can put damage onto your base. So you do need to have enough gold to be able to defend from having minis just running at your base as well as contesting the light bulbs. But we're in a really good spot. Like I say, we started to open up a bit of a lead here, but just be patient. Footman in the back again, just go through the process. Bat Rider out wide. We'll just keep chipping away at these light bulbs as they become available. We're going to keep mining. So we just need 1 or 2 more bulbs probably. So one of the split footmen on the right hand side. Just about, maybe. I don't know if we got that one or not. Anyway, that's pretty much going to do it for us, really. So that's the tactic for me. Is keep it calm, keep patient, keep going through the tactic, keep splitting the footmen for good coverage, save pilot where you can, just keep building up some pushes and get some map coverage. So I hope this helped. If it did, let me know how you get on in the comments. Please give this video a thumbs up, get yourself subscribed, and I'll see you in the next one.